You can probably go.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Cupid. Thank you for watching. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money in crypto and you like ETH, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see Cupid, well, I guess here he is in all his glory. Guys, my eyes are up here. Please, guys.
What a shot.
What a shot. Golly, what a shot. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. Today, obviously, guys, it's a very celebratory day. So I came downstairs. Also, guys, we're going to be giving away 2.14 ETH in this stream. 2.14 ETH. Amanda Biffle is not eligible, just so y'all know. So she did not give me a Valentine's Day card when I was in the second grade. Amanda, you can't win. Just so you guys know. Gosh, what are they? Are they into this?
They're loving it.
They love it?
Yeah.
Whoa, what if I did my move on? Hold on, guys.
Oh boy,
Oh, that's freaking sexy right there.
That's
freaking sexy.
That might be too much for YouTube.
Ooh, too hot to handle. We got a parental advisory going on over here. Guys, I will not be wearing this the full stream, just so you guys know, because this is absolutely ridiculous what I'm doing right now. But guys, if you don't know, we are the only crypto channel out there powerful enough to move a holiday. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. So I came downstairs this morning to my truck, and my wife had put this beautiful thing in my truck. And she said, Happy Valentine's Day. That's when you know you've made it.
Oh, somebody said show the back.
Show the back?
Yeah, they want to see. There you go. Look at those wings.
Look at that. Look at that falcon tattoo back there, though. Y'all see that falcon tattoo? This is the only chance you'll ever have to see my tattoo. It's literally the only shot that you've got. That's it. So one day when I'm the owner of the Falcons, they're going to show that, actually. So, guys, Ethereum, am I right? 2,500, it hit 2,550 yesterday. Cannot believe it. What do they say?
Looking hotter than my wife's
hotter than
boyfriend.
your wife's boyfriend. So, all right, guys, today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, AltSeason, Dogecoin. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin today. Absolutely crushing it. Defying expectations. I got a Dogecoin video for you guys tonight, 7 p.m. And then I also have a video at 3 stonks day. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin along with Coinbase. Guys, how seriously can we take this? Is this pretty serious? How many people are in the chat right now?
About 10,000.
10,000 people in the chat. Or how many likes do we have?
2,100.
Okay, guys, I understand that it's a like button and not a heart button. A heart button. Okay, but go ahead and smash that like for us. Let's go ahead and get this. I know you guys love it. We're having a Valentine's Day party today. Well, should we just talk about our giveaway here real quick?
Yeah.
We're going to be giving away 2.14 ETH. One winner. One person is going to win 2.14. Yeah, this biddy is litty. You should check out this. Never mind. Okay. You know what? I got the peanut gallery laughing. You know it's good. You think the Easter Bunny was better than Cupid? I don't know, guys. I mean, guys, I'm just saying. Cupid's kind of sexy here. I know a lot of people have been making fun of my weight. So for me to get out here in a Cupid costume is like even more like crazy than Crypto Gainsey revealing himself on Twitter. Oh God, how that guy could make fun of anybody ever. I do not know, but somehow he does it. So, all right, guys. So here we go. This is, where do we have the link for the contest? Can you pin it? I sent you the link for the contest. Guys, this is a no strings attached giveaway. We don't want you to do anything. All we want you to do is just give Gleam your name and your email address, and then you can show the screen here. It's on. And then, all you'll do is you'll go to this link. We're going to put the link at the top of the chat because it's a 1 hour contest only. If you're not watching the live stream, you don't get to win. So if you're not watching it live, you don't get to win. 1 hour contest. It runs until 12:40. So no strings attached. All we're going to do, we got the pin up at the top. Did it pin? There it is. You guys go to the top of the chat, hit that link, go here to the 2.14 ETH giveaway. All you're going to do is you're going to put in your name. You guys know my name, Ben Armstrong.
Thought it was Cupid.
Cupid. It is Cupid, actually. Cupid at Cupid.com. Actually, can you take it off for 1 second so I put in my email address? So I can win my own ETH. That's what I'm really looking for. Okay, so once you do that, you guys can see, you can pull it back up. Once you do that, all you got to do is just go here and click for well, I guess not. I guess that's it. I guess all you do is you put in your name and your email address. We don't even get that. That goes to Gleam. So I want y'all to know, this is just an appreciation for you guys. That's it. I have no strings attached to this. I just want you guys, I want somebody in here to get 2.14 ETH. We can make it Valentine's Day for all. So what does this say?
I don't know.
Reek me eyeballing or okay. Oh, that's right. I know that guy. I know who that is. So anyways, guys, so we're going to be running this contest for until 12:40. So how many people have entered so far, I wonder? 2,001 people already. Okay. All right. We got 15 minutes left. You guys go join the contest. Link is at the top. We're going to give it away. I think I have to put on a shirt now, or do we not?
I don't know.
I'm kind of feeling it.
Just roll with it.
Just roll with it. We're just going to roll with it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So welcome to the channel. If you guys don't know what's going on, we predicted $2,500 ETH by Valentine's Day, and we hit it exactly. Exactly as I predicted. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody. We're going to be looking at the charts. We're coming in 810,000 subscribers to the channel. Unbelievable. We are marching towards 900K and then to 1 million, where we'll give away a full Bitcoin, 5 Ethereum, and 4,000 Cardano. Guys, also make sure you're following us on Twitter. We just hit 260.7K. Let's get that up. You guys make sure to be following me over there so that way we can crush all of these losers that are ahead of us. All right, so let's move on. Let's just get started here. Let's talk about the markets. Oh, wow. Is that right? Did that just happen for real? Okay. I got a trade open right now. Do we have my trade? We don't have my trade open, do we?
I don't think
I'll get off that. Okay. Let me see if I can. Okay, good. I'm logged in. Okay, look at that. I'm up 13K on my trade. Look at that. Up 13K on the trade. So I took a long this morning, like we're at 60,850. Then it dropped down to like 60,300. So definitely like pulling up CoinMarketCap and seeing Bitcoin back at 61.7 here. Ethereum 24.33. I know we had talked about maybe possibly only doing this if it held, but like it went all the way to 25.50. It looks like it's charging on the way back up there. Bitcoin's on the way back up. Binance Coin at 520 bucks, XRP at $1.62. The market in the last hour has pumped pretty good. Now, the question is why? Why has the market pumped in the last hour? I'm going to give you guys one reason. That's it. They knew this was coming. What? Leanne peeked from around the corner to get a look at that. I just want y'all to all know that, okay? Now she's laughing, okay? But guess who's in the back there? Okay, don't be laughing at this. This is serious. Guys, do you know how tough of a decision this was for me to put this on for you?
How tough?
It wasn't very. As soon as I looked at myself, I said, dang, I'm going out. It was beautiful. All right, let's look at the overall. Look at the volume. Is this the highest volume we've had?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, someone says Michael Capo, a.k.a. Michael No Cap. Oh, is that Cupid or the Greek god Zeus? Now, I would never claim to be a god. I am but a mere mortal. BitBoy out here flexing on the interwebs. I am flexing on the interwebs. Get up, look at her. You guys don't want any of that. Collateral mooning. So Collateral did launch and it's mooning. I told you guys anything associated with paid network pumps when it launches. In general. Can't say that's going to happen every single time, but you guys remember, look for profit points, and if you want to get in, look for good entries. So, okay, so the volume, I wish we could break down the volume by day here instead of just by week, because this is crazy what this volume just went up to. We've been looking at it for a while, hovering in between about 120 billion and 200 billion. What does that say?
You're awesome, Nip Boy.
Nip Boy. Nip Boy. I like it. I'll take it. I like cheese nips. They're pretty good. But these nips ain't cheesy. All right. Bitcoin dominance, 51.8%. I'm finding my nipple is more distracting to me than to anyone else. But it is what it is. Ethereum up to 12.6%. So Ethereum charging up. Bitcoin going down, which is good. Bitcoin dominance going down. The volume is pumping. We're over $2.2 trillion market cap. So that's crushing it. Let's look at the biggest winners of the day. Biggest winners of the day. Golly, it's back at 38.5 cents. TJ, what are your thoughts Here, let me shoot this over to you. What are your thoughts on Doge?
You know how I love Doge.
Yeah.
No, it's for fun. It's interesting. I think in the past I've said there's no possible way it could get to $1.
Yeah.
It's seeming like that might actually be possible. So,
So you're saying that an intense debate we got in, you could end up being wrong on it.
there is a potential that I could end up being wrong. Still, time will tell, but and it will definitely not hold $1, but it'll be interesting.
You got my heart pounding right now. Saying you were wrong. I love it.
It happens every once in a while.
Now, guys, TJ's record is not good lately. I mean, XRP and Doge. I mean,
To be fair, no, I never said XRP wouldn't pump. I just said I don't like it. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't hold it. If other people want to buy it and hold it and try to make money with it, more power to them. I just ideologically disagree with the team and the founders behind it and wouldn't want to support them either way, even if I did make money. That's my stance on XRP. Always has been. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, let's get some.
Okay.
Some nip.
Oh, sorry, nip slip. Yeah. Oh God, wardrobe malfunction. Guys, just wait about 2 or 3 months. We'll come out fully topless. Really get y'all distracted.
And I was going to say it does kind of fall in a similar place with Doge. I don't have a problem with Doge. I do think it's fun. If you want to play with it and make some money, you maybe can. But as a long-term hold, not something I would recommend.
Somebody said also, by the way, real quick, I want to address, can I get this on podcast? You can't get this on podcast. Okay. I mean, you could listen and maybe imagine this, but we do have a podcast, the BitBoy Crypto Audio Experience, right? Our audio podcast. Yes. You guys get that on iTunes and all your majors. The podcast crushes it. It's just basically our videos, is audio from our videos. So if you want to listen to them while you're riding around without having to have YouTube on or whatever, you can do that. So,
and just so you know, there is a old BitBoy podcast that comes up on Apple. The one that I think it was like you and Bethany were going to do a news.
Yeah, we were going to. And then we didn't.
That still shows up on Apple.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so that's not it.
We were going to do it, but sorry, I'm trying to cover my nipple with a sticker, somebody said.
You're right. You are the most distracted by it than anybody.
I am, really. Well, I just see the comments, and I started moving on and thinking about it, but it says we're going to the moon. Okay, great. But look at the top 3 coins here, TJ.
Yeah.
Dogecoin, Ethereum Classic, Verge. Like,
all old, more or less dead projects.
I mean, well, yeah.
Not a lot of development.
Here is a fact. Dogecoin as a project is dead. There's no development on it. The founder left. At this point, it's like, people are trading in, making money on it and all that stuff, but like there's nothing happening with it. And this is what I talk about, I think, with Justin O from Couple Cents YouTube channel today on Stonks Day, is when you're investing in Cardano, you're investing in the potential. When you're investing in Dogecoin, you're investing in what it is now, because there's not going to be anything else. Right. You know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean, TJ?
I do know.
That's for you.
I agree.
All right, let's go into Bitcoin here, guys. Let's go into the chart. And guys, it looks like, well, this is the 15-minute chart that Mr. Elron loves. He loves those small time frames. He got that right there. There is a reversal of a bull trend here on the 15-minute chart. Let's dig a little bit deeper here. I've been waiting on a green dot on the 1-hour chart this morning, and we got it about the time I went in. That's actually about when I went in. We got it right here, and then it dropped, and now it's bouncing back up. So right now it's at 61.7 on Bybit. Let's look at some higher time frames. Go to 4-hour time frame. Check that out. Okay, let's see here. So we had a blood diamond on the 4-hour chart, and this is just like, to really make money trading, you got to pay attention so much, I wasn't in it at this point, but this is when you see these red blood diamonds, it is time to get out. And guys, when are we going to make the BitBoy NNFT?
You say NNFT or NFFT?
NNFT.
Sure.
It's the nipple NFT.
Yeah, that's in the chat for sure.
It's in the chat for sure. Somebody said it.
Somebody else also said something.
Oh, did they?
Don't read it, but.
Oh, God. That is something right there to behold. Not your proudest one, huh?
Hey, happens to the best of them.
Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, so looking at the chart here, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Y'all are being very distracting to me today. Okay, so let's look at the daily chart here. On the daily chart, earlier we did get... Now, look, what... Guys, what did I tell you when we were looking at these bands yesterday? I told you, play off these bands. And now look here. We have the top of the EMA ribbon right here. And then we have the second level and then the third level. It bounced exactly as I predicted right off the third one. What does Kevin Smith one say? Did Kevin Smith express interest about directing your biopic? Not yet. He has not, but I think he may. Can we get more Market Cipher tutorials? I think we're going to do that in the Academy probably.
Yeah.
I think that's what we need to do. We have a BitBoy Academy, or the BitLab Academy coming out soon. We're getting ready to shoot that stuff soon, I believe. So that'll be out, and then we'll have a lot of Market Cipher stuff there. So on the daily chart here, just kind of looking at what I think is going to happen here. It's really hard to say. I expect this probably to bounce up above this. I think we'll get back over 62,000 probably in the short term. The question is what we just experienced with the price of Bitcoin, is that strictly a result of the Coinbase IPO? Is that what it was? Let's see. BitBoy's record isn't great lately either. Check with the county sheriff. No, it was the city police, actually. Car's still stolen, by the way. If anybody's wondering about the Hellcat, Hellcat's gone completely. My boy Todd over at Ed Vols is trying to hook me up with a new one. We're waiting to see what's going to happen with that, but it's not. Todd, where you at? Need you to come through on that new one. I want a super stock, but they say they're all gone. So, okay. Oh, God. All right, so let's look at this 24-minute time frame. I haven't really been looking at this one, but I wonder how this would have played out here, because we were talking yesterday about Jason Kasper's 4-hour, 24-minute strategy. So what he does is he goes to the 4-hour chart, and he finds a green dot, and then he looks for an entry on a green dot on the 24-minute chart. So let's go back and let's look at the Bitcoin chart. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Let's just see how this would have played out. And I could put these together in the same frame, but I'm not going to do that right now. So let me delete my drawings here. Okay, so we've not got a green dot on the 4-hour chart yet. So I guess we can't really show that yet because we're waiting on a green dot still on this momentum wave. Looks like if you're checking it out down here, could be pretty soon. It looks like it's starting to turn. So the next green dot that we get, we'll have to look and see how that would have played out with the 4-hour, 24-minute strategy. So basically, once you get a 4-hour green dot, not a large one like this one down here, but once you get one on the momentum wave, like right here, right here, right here, the next thing you do is you go to the 24-minute chart, and then you find a green dot on this one, like right here, and then that would be your entry point. But you got to make sure that they line up. So I don't know why it's giving me such a hard time about drawing that. And that's where they line up, and you'd see if you can make money with it. So we're really anxious to check out this strategy. Someone says, speak about my TIT coin? Like a IT coin? Is that what that is? All right. Okay. So let's check out Ethereum. 2431. Let's look at what happened. And guys, like, you know what? I was talking to Jim yesterday. Jim's my good friend. And Jim knows I've been in this for a really long time. And he was not always super invested into crypto. The funny thing is me and Jim got in Bitcoin about the exact same time in 2012 because I'm throwing paper now. 2012 we got in because we were both using the same posting software that ended up accepting Bitcoin for Craigslist back in the day. Somebody said stolen Hellcats in Atlanta are very common, maybe looking at installing hidden kill switch. They're saying they're the number one stolen vehicle right now, the Hellcats and those Trackhawks, both of those number one stolen vehicle right now. So they actually found one that was involved in a shooting in Michigan, and it was stolen directly from the factory.
Dang.
Inside job. They're all inside jobs, guys. Don't buy into it. But the fact is, I was talking to Jim, and he said, man, like $2,500. He said, what you've been telling me for years, it happened. He said, who cares about these people that are like, oh, you called it by Valentine's Day and it didn't happen, even though it is Valentine's Day, obviously, right now. But the fact is, he said, you've been exactly right about all this forever. And he's right. On some level, we told you Ethereum was going to $2,500. When it was at $2,200, $2,300 is very obvious. When it went from 2,000 and dropped all the way back down to 1,300, not quite as obvious, right? But what I tell you, it would still get there. I told you guys it was going to above $20,000 a year ago. And I still believe that 100%. Unless we get some kind of crazy disaster in this market, Ethereum is going above $15,000 at the minimum. I'm telling you guys. $10,000, $12,000 by the end of summer is very, very, very likely. Mark Lee says he's ordering his new Lambo with his XRP. So let's go check out the Ethereum chart now. I just want to say that. Knock, knock. BitBoy looking dreamy. What is your bench press? I think I can probably bench about 250 right now, but we're going up to 300 pretty soon.
Yeah.
So that's where we're doing. We were doing 225 for reps we were doing 215 for reps the other day. So are we doing chest today?
I think we're doing reps again. Yeah. High rep.
High reps. Yeah. I wonder if I can get a max on that bench today. Shelby, you going to max me out?
I think that's Monday.
Monday. Okay. All right. So I don't have a max technically yet. So the most I've ever done, I have done 300 before. So
yeah. And we're going back towards that fast. I think we talked about that the other day and both agreed that's like a good, respectable weight to feel like you're actually benching.
Well, on the bench, doing 225 for reps is respectable in the gym.
Yeah, it is.
So, and then if you can do 315, you're a baller. So that's what we're going to try.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Looking at the chart yesterday, this is the 4-hour chart. It hit a max of 25.52, and then it dropped back down. So what we're looking at here, if you really want to get kind of technical, is 2,500 is now the new resistance line because we got basically it tapped off of it twice and went down. And we don't quite have a support level. It's looking like about 2,300. I mean, really and truly, if you were to look at this, 2,300 is looking like a very strong level of support because, I mean, look at all these touches. Wow, that's crazy. Let me get rid of the EMA ribbon here real quick because it's a little distracting. Okay. So when you look at this, I mean, look at all these touch points. We got it closed off this one, bounced off this one, bounced off right here, bounced off right here, bounced off right here. I mean, 2,300 is looking like super, super, super strong resistance or support. So, right now it's about in the middle. It's 24.38. So it's kind of in the middle between 25.50 and 2,300, like almost exactly. Well, almost exactly. So to me right now, it can really go either way. But if it starts to drop down, like look for it to bounce on 2,300 again. But I think most likely we're going to head back up, and stuff like that. So I think it's time to really start looking and examining, where things are going to go. And as we've seen with Bitcoin, we've had several like every major resistance level pretty much for Bitcoin has been a huge psychological number. 65,000, 60,000, 40,000, 50,000. And then once it gets to those numbers and it kind of ranges, at that point you can kind of pick out like some new some new levels that are important. Like we know that 42,000 became a pretty important level, right? But the major resistances are coming in around the major psychological points. So when you have a chart like Ethereum that's in price discovery, then you don't really know where the line is. But like just looking at the 4-hour chart here, like it looks like to me, I mean, there is some pretty, yeah. I mean, right there, that's a pretty good line right there. So if this were to continue here about in the same fashion, I mean, and you were to map this out over a little bit of time here, it looks like maybe in the next week, it really potentially could get to 3,000. Let's see when it would cross that. See when it would cross 3,000. April 20th, 420. Would y'all take a $3,000 Ethereum on 420?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would. And then when you look right here, you also kind of have some, something developing. It looks like about right here to right. No, that's not right. Something like that. So I think that's something we could see, but I do think that $2,300 level is certainly. Can you ban that Moon Boys thing? I'm so tired of seeing that crap. Yeah, and what is up with the Mina? A lot of people are hyping Mina. I've been seeing a lot of people I actually know and respect talking about it. So, I don't know. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about AltSeason here. Is this the altcoin season story?
Yeah, it's just, I guess. I don't know what story he had, but...
Why should we fear the worst month of March of the year? What does that mean? It's just, this is basically, he just pulled up because of the chart.
This chart, yeah.
Yeah, the chart.
And it's interesting to look at this, too, because, this doesn't show March on here, but it's real interesting. If we looked at 2013, there was only 3 down months. If we looked at 2017, there was only 3 down months. And here we are in 2020, the next bull cycle. Traditionally, if you look back here at 2019, March killed it, April killed it, and then May really blew up. So we're in kind of the similar position. April's been strong, and then we really anticipate May to really crush it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all caught me looking at my trade.
Yeah, when you change the screen, they see
What about this?
I like that.
That's even sexier.
Yeah.
You gotta admit it.
That's good.
Guys, there's one person that turns me on more than anybody else. I'll give you guys one guess who it is.
You.
Look at that face.
Yeah.
You can't deny that.
But like what you were saying earlier, when we're looking at if you're looking at the charts and all that, or the coin market cap, and you're seeing Doge pumping, you're seeing these older coins pumping, Neo ripping lately.
All those top coins that are ripped are all super old projects.
Right.
Except for Theta. Which Theta pumped really hard after we announced we're working with them.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Coincidence, you think?
I don't know.
I
think it could be.
I'm sure there's some element of that helped, but yeah, so you got Dogecoin, Ethereum Classic, Verge, Siacoin, Neo. Those are all super old projects. IOTA, Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash Pump today.
Right.
So it's feeling like altcoin season.
And it is the beginning, and something to keep in mind. And like, again, when you're seeing things pumping 100%, 50%, 40%, like these are the first kind of major pumps on some of these zombie projects, so to speak, and some of these ones that, don't have as much development necessarily on them and hype on them like we've talked about. So
they're not DeFi and they're not NFT projects.
And it's a long process. That's the main thing I wanted to say about AltSeason. Like you're going to see this more and more and more and more. It's going to go in cycles. It might get really exciting for a few weeks and then calm down, and then we'll see another big spike in May and June, and then it'll calm down a little bit more and things start to look dicey. One thing that you notice looking at that other chart, if you wanted to pull that back up, it was really interesting. Almost every September, even in the bull runs, September 2013, there was still a dip. September 2017, there was still a dip. But the summers... May, it's interesting, in 2013, that was the little mini dip before it ripped like crazy, and you got this crazy stuff in November. But generally, summers, April, May, June are great months in any market. So, like, even this seems unsustainable.
What is it about that? Is it because, do you think it, I know, like, it's so funny to, like, talk about all this stuff because it just reminds me of 2017. Like, do you think it has something to do with tax day?
I have no idea.
It's interesting, though, isn't it?
It could. And it's interesting they moved it this year. So taxes is in May instead of April.
Oh, good point. It is in May instead of April.
But kind of what I'm getting to, like we've seen most months where it's very bullish at the beginning of the month, and then it kind of trails off towards the end. We're dealing with these open futures contracts and stuff like that at the end of the month. So it could still taper off a little bit towards the end of April. But I would still expect both May and June to be very strong.
Yeah.
And then it gets crazy in August, September, and then we start winding. And then it starts to feel like it's going to go on forever, and that's about the time it stops.
I think something to think about is that, when you look at this and you think about altcoin season, you think about the gains that we're possibly about to go through, you see what just happened with Dogecoin, which, I mean, they're talking about late to the party. Thank you, Westlife. Love the outfit. A reminder to all you guys that are late, we do have a contest going on. We're giving away 2.14 ETH to one lucky winner. There's already been 11,000 entries. There's no strings attached. You just go to the link at the top of the live chat, click on that, put your email address and your name in, and boom, you got a point. Each person can enter one time. If I win it, obviously, I mean, it's a 1 in 12,000 chance, but we'll pick somebody else, obviously. I did that for an example to show you guys how to sign up for it. But I think when you look at this, there's something to think about in it. Richard Brown says that's disturbing. Well, thank you, Dick Brown. Is that, if you look, let's say in 2017 here, okay, and you look in June and you see a 2% gain, a 2% gain in the middle of a bull market feels like a 200% loss, right? Because what you don't see, that's the end of the month number. So probably at some point during that month, I think we went back and confirmed this, the price went up and then it dropped down and then it was only up 2%. So it felt like it was a loss even though it was a win. So when you see all these greens in a row, it doesn't mean that every single day of the next 4 months is going to be going up. It just means ultimately that's what you're going to have. And, there's different many kind of alt seasons within alt season. Right now we're seeing the old project pump part of the alt season. Mm-hmm. We saw DeFi, we saw NFT. We're seeing these right now. So, you believe the rise of zombie projects, this is Steve, shows life projects are very undervalued.
I think he means live.
Live projects are very undervalued. Yeah. I think it's just, we go through seasons where people are just putting money, anything in. Yeah, or putting money in anything. You hope Chainlink's chart is as good as my outfit. Let's take a look at what Market Cypher says on the daily. Let's look at the daily for Chainlink. Wow, I think dipped quite a bit there. But it bounced right off the top pretty much. I don't know how much higher it's going to go. I think maybe we might shape up $40, be some kind of level of support here. Please don't be mean to Doge. We love Dogecoin. Thank you, Connor, from Moronville. Or is it Moranville? Probably Moranville. Sorry. I got very positive things to say about Dogecoin. Listen, Dogecoin, guys, and I'm going to talk about this tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Dogecoin is the number, or is the very first project in 2021 that has now exceeded my yearly price prediction for it.
Boom.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
My price prediction for Dogecoin for this year was 25 cents. And when it was a penny, people said I was insane. People said I was crazy. The same thing you hear them say when I talk about a $27,000 Ethereum. Same thing you hear them say, okay? Remember that. We've now exceeded it. VeChain, I said I could get to it to $1, okay? Look where it's at. I said, Bitcoin to get to $330,000, $323,000, or maybe $322. I can't remember my own number anymore. I think it's going to get there. So you're going to win the ETH giveaway, so don't get everyone excited. Well, I think that's a little bit too late. Sorry. Okay. All right. Next story. Also, guys, if you want to trade on Bybit like I do, you guys can go to bitboycrypto.com/deals. Sign up for Bybit right here. Go to the rewards hub. Then you can come on down here. You can sign up for Market Cypher. We got a 10% off code right now for Market Cypher. So, hey TJ, Adam is looking pretty good. Hey,
It is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Also, guys, don't forget we have merch. So, okay, here we go. World's largest asset manager, Blackrock CEO, says crypto can become a great asset class. Larry Fink, CEO of the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, in a recent interview with CNBC, said cryptocurrencies can become a great asset class. Fink added that people should stop looking at cryptocurrencies as substitute money, as it has risen as a form of investment rather than a substitute for currency. It may become a great asset class. I don't believe we should think about crypto as a substitute of currency. And this is the exact same thing that we've been saying on this channel for a while now. We really need to start calling them crypto assets because they're not currency. And that's the big thing a lot of people get caught up on, in crypto, is trying to understand okay, well, why do we need so many different forms of money? These are investments, guys, but they're investments that's property. It's more akin to real estate than the stock market. When you get, a cryptocurrency or a crypto asset, what you're doing is you're staking a claim in that project and saying, I'm taking ownership of this, and I think that this is going to succeed and do well. Or, of course, on a short term, you can just say, I think it'll make money in the short term. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's not a form of money. We don't have 80, what's the number now? 9,262 different forms of money. So, someone said thoughts on Hex, keep or sell. I have no idea what it's at lately. I think Hex has been getting killed because we sold all ours, but Hex has been getting killed because of gas fees, they were saying, but it doesn't really reflect that actually. It just hit did it just hit an all-time high? Wow. Jeez, maybe I shouldn't have sold. So, I don't know. I mean, it keeps going up, so take that for what it's worth. Let's see, what else he said? He said, we've had very little interconnectivity on the conversation on crypto other than a fascination. The conversations about our deficits, inflation risk. Let's see, well, now BlackRock might claim that their discussions are primarily focused on the deficit. Let's see here. Was there anything else about the story you want to talk about?
That was the main thing. I think that last line, scroll back up a little bit, where they're saying they're claiming they're focused on the deficit, but sooner rather than later, Bitcoin will emerge as a possible solution, as the case for Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley. So it's basically just more and more all the big old institutional money. They talk out of both sides of their mouth, but they're all going hard into Bitcoin and crypto. They're all collecting Bitcoin to hold for the long term and speculating on everything else for the future, more or less.
Well, I watched a very interesting interview over the weekend, and I can't remember what the lady's name was. She's an economist, and there's a whole conversation out there over is the deficit even important? And basically, what the argument is that we've got a gigantic deficit, but as long as our economy is doing well, and unemployment is going down, and businesses are being created, and GDP is growing, then the deficit is totally irrelevant. But, like, how is any of that true? Like, the GDP is not... Well, we had the worst GDP growth year, ever last year.
I was going to say, none of those things are happening.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but here's the smoke and the mirrors of the government, okay? Smoke and mirrors of the government is that, they won't show up bare-chested for you. Like, they're always going to hide stuff.
Yep.
Okay? God, I wish we had a fog machine. That would have been nice. But the thing is they're not going to ever show you everything for what it is, okay? So they're going to do smoke and mirrors to make you think that the GDP growth is up because it's up considerably from last year. But is it up from the year before? And I don't have the numbers pulled up, but I would say probably definitely not. Unemployment, and I'll tell you a very interesting conversation I had with somebody yesterday about unemployment. I'm not going to say what the place is, obviously, but they've had to let a lot of people go recently. And I said, well, what is it? Like, why have you had to let a lot of people go? And I said, is it like money? You guys struggling? They said, no, we can't get anybody with a work ethic after they've been at home for a year.
Yeah.
So people are used to, when you're at home, you can work for 2 hours, get all of your work done, then not have to do anything else. But when you go to a real job in a real place, you can't really do that. Like, I understand that, you want, production, but the thing is like, if people are coming to work and they're only working for 2 hours and are done for the whole day, then they don't have enough to do. So that was pretty interesting. I think we're going to start seeing a lot of, reverberating effects from the pandemic other than just, financial. So, we'll have to see how productivity goes. But that's what the Great Reset people want, right? Speaking of
government stuff.
Biden calls out crypto's use in sanctions evasion and executive order response to Russian cyber attacks. So this is basically a possible executive order involving crypto regulation.
It looks like he did issue it.
He did issue it. You are correct. I thought it was just potential. U.S. President Joe Biden's White House, which, by the way, I don't look. I'm just saying. I don't know if Joe Biden would show up like this for you. You think he would dress like this?
No.
I've never seen him dress like this.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. Hey, people's champ. For the people right here. You guys remember. When I run for president in 20 years, you guys remember this moment. I'm sure they will. Okay. U.S. President Joe Biden's White House issued an executive order on Wednesday morning declaring a national emergency and expanding sanctions in response to Russian cyber attacks. The order issues wide-bore priorities for the Treasury to bar transactions in the U.S. by anyone that the Office of Foreign Asset Control determines to have been involved in a range of activities, including working with the Russian tech sector or engaging in actions or policies that undermine democratic processes or institutions in the United States or abroad. This is very troubling.
Yeah.
Because do you guys know what it takes to be a Russian spy?
What?
Someone says you are.
Yeah.
That's it. Somebody says you are. That's it. You don't have to have any proof, any evidence. And so here we go with the slippery slope. It says they responded to the order by barring U.S. institutions from buying Russian bonds or lending to the Russian central bank Ministry of Finance, or National Wealth Fund. Alongside the announcement, the office added 28 crypto addresses, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bcash, Dash, Zcash, and Verge. Associated with the new additions to the sanctions list in the past year, they've sanctioned crypto addresses tied to alleged efforts to interfere in the 2016 presidential election. Wow. God, oh, man, this is very, very, very troubling.
It is.
What is your take on Biden on crypto, TJ?
I don't think he really knows much about it. I think this has a lot more to do with politics and not liking the Russian economy. And it is interesting to me, too, that they're borrowing them from a lot of financial transactions. So I've been kind of saying for a while what we've been experiencing. Nobody wants to come out and say it, but we're definitely in like a trade war. Like World War III is a trade war.
Yeah.
And we're having like when you
technology, economic trade war.
Right. Yeah. When you see, the Chinese economy doesn't want any of their people to invest in anything in the U.S. The U.S. people don't want their people to invest in anything in China or Russia. Like it's all a economic battle for dominance because so much of the world is dominated by money and economy and all these different things and these currency wars. So I just see this as another iteration of that where, they want to just make it hard for Russia to do business with Americans, and they don't want anybody in the U.S. to do any business with regardless, like they say this is all for national security and protection and all these different things. That's all just BS and a smokescreen. It's all just they want to lock things down. So it'll be real interesting as they create all these CBDCs and try to control this stuff. I mean, I think it's going to be counterproductive. I think it's going to blow up in their face, but we'll see. What do you think?
I just literally the person said my nipple looks fire. That's all. God, now I feel like I need to cover it up. I think it's getting a little too hot in here.
It is getting a little hot in here.
I don't even know what this thing is. Like, what is this?
I think it's supposed to be
like where my arrow's supposed to sit?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my arrow's gone. If only I had another one.
You shot it.
This is put it back here.
So a lot of people are late. It says, please explain the wardrobe.
Please explain the wardrobe? God, I'm such a good shot.
That was a good shot.
I tell you what, I wish this thing was a big compound bow. Tell you what, take you out. Yeah, so obviously, why am I, or is this a serious question? They're late. They don't know why I'm wearing this?
A lot of people, yeah.
Today's Valentine's Day.
Right.
Obviously.
Today
is Valentine's Day. And I want to know which one of y'all is so gangster and get your wife to give you flowers on Valentine's Day. That's when you know you're truly G. If you get your own wife to give you flowers, she got me 24 roses. Actually, hold on. 24. I should take out one and a 6 more, and we'll have 21.4 roses in here. But anyways, guys, yeah, it's Valentine's Day. Obviously, Ethereum hit $2,500 on Valentine's Day. We're very excited about it. We got roses. We're celebrating. We're also giving away 2.14 ETH today for Valentine's Day. All you got to do is go to the link at the top of the chat. And if you're watching this late, I'm sorry. It's only for people on the live stream. Contest ends in 13 minutes. Litecoin is mooning right now. Favorite bang flavor.
V-Chain pumping, too.
What's that?
People talking about V-Chain pumping.
Yeah, V-Chain's pumping. That's what I hear. I would say my favorite bang flavor altogether is probably the Sour Heads. Ugh. Yeah, that's the go-to. Like, that's the one. I've gone through many cycles with a lot of the bangs, but I always end up back. Like, that is probably my favorite one. Somebody said thoughts on Tron?
Yeah, a lot of super chats about Tron.
Why are people loving Tron right now?
It's up 16% in the last hour.
Yeah.
We need another hour.
Oh, that's Nina's fan there. Cass79. He's the one that loves Nina.
Yeah.
He loves Nina.
He hates me, too.
Hey, maybe you can take her out for Valentine's Day, Cass. Oh, and he hates the fist bumps. He hates Mike. He hates you.
Yeah.
But he loves me. He loves Nina.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's take a look. Let's see what's going on with Tron right now. Tron is coming in. It's up 8% today. Is that what it says here? 7.52%. It's at 17 cents. Wow. Now, here's something interesting about Tron. It's still not close to its all-time high. Its all-time high is, I think, 33 cents. I can't even get there. How come I can't get there?
just drag over it. And
let me go back. There we go. There we go. The high is 22 cents. That was over 30. Jason, what's up? He just realized massive profits on his ETH trade on Bybit when we hit 2,500. Hey, man. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for the super chat. You're crushing it out there. If you guys want to trade ETH on Bybit, you guys can go check out bitboycrypto.com/deal, sign up for Bybit, but then go check out Jason Casper's channel. He's got some good stuff on Market Cypher. He'll show you how to make some good trades. So thanks for stopping by. All right, so let's move on. Next thing here. Oh, what was this? Rothschild buys. Oh, this is Ethereum news. Oh, that's next.
Oh, that's next, yeah.
Cardano is preparing for Plutus-powered smart contracts. Cardano, a popular development platform. By the way, this is wrong. This is wrong for sure. This is saying the all-time high was 22 cents, basically. It definitely went over 30 cents. I'm almost positive.
That's probably an aggregate.
Yeah, it's probably aggregate the daily close.
Probably
I was just thinking, I think that's wrong. But anyways, Cardano, a popular development platform and one of the largest Ethereum rivals, already published several updates over the past few months, which did not only bring new capabilities to its network, but also caused its price to surge. Now the project is preparing to launch yet another major update that will bring smart contracts through Plutus, the project's native language. Cardano develops unique technology for off-chain transactions. So this is kind of an addition. Now we know that Plutus is very important to this network. And when these smart contracts come in, this is when we're really going to start seeing a lot of movement, I believe, with Cardano. Mm-hmm. When you think about, well, let me ask you this. Occam Finance or CardStarter? Which one are you taking?
Well,
I can't pick between them.
I'm taking a little bit of both. I mean, they're very similar. I mean, they're kind of like direct competitors. Both are solid teams, solid projects. We've seen the starter and the launchpad projects do really, really, really well on new smart contract platforms, like we did with DOT. You know, with Polka Markets and all the different DOT things. Polka Starter. That's what I meant. And was Polka Markets another one?
Polka Markets is another one, but. Yeah. Polka Starter is the one that everything,
crushed.
Most stuff's launching on.
Yeah.
We're invested in Polka Markets. We passed up Polka Starter.
Right.
Fail.
Yeah. But we didn't make that mistake again. We're in both CardStarter and Occam Finance. I like cards. I like cards a lot. I like the team. I like, I probably know more about CardStarter than I do Occam, but I think they're both gonna absolutely crush it.
Well, our office loves CardStarter.
They do.
Everyone that works here owns CardStarter. And by the way, they all own CardStarter before CardStarter ever talked to me or I ever bought any. I was the last person here to ever have any. Mm-hmm. So that just shows you right there. And you got to think about what our team does here. And this is not my research team. I'm talking about my editors, my graphic design, everybody that works here. They're obviously excited about crypto. I mean, how could they not be? When you have the opportunity to see your boss dress like Cupid, you understand the importance and significance of cryptocurrency. And so the fact is they all love CardStarter and they were like super interested in it. And I was like, is it really that good? And then I started really looking into it. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty decent. And then they reached out to me and then everybody got real excited. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff with them. But the point here is that when these smart contracts come out with Plutus and Cardano really starts developing, like we're going to see the same thing happen for Cardano that we've just seen for Polkadot. We've seen all these projects launching, all these projects mooning, all these projects doing well. And, Cardano is going to be the next one. I'm actually very interested in NFTs on Cardano. Mm-hmm. I know there's some already. I think Crypto Crow's involved in one. I can't remember. Twisted something. I can't remember exactly what it is. But I think that NFTs are going to be very interesting, especially when the smart contracts come out. All that stuff combined. We've got the launch pads coming out. Cardano is going to go through something similar that we've seen these other chains go through. And so, for me, Cardano is in a funk right now. And the reason is because guys, there's a valuable lesson here. It can't, this stuff cannot possibly sustain these gigantic parabolic pumps forever. Especially now look, if Bitcoin goes to $100,000 in the next 3 weeks, which I don't think it's going to do, but if it did that, it would make sense that all of a sudden, a bunch of these other projects would start going parabolic as well. But when you have something like Cardano that's going parabolic out of nowhere, when you saw the same thing for Polkadot earlier this year, when you saw the same thing with Uniswap, you saw the same thing with Filecoin. When they go up parabolic out of nowhere, you got to take profits, because it's not going to happen forever. Cardano had all that exciting news, and it finally got on Coinbase, but like it ran out of steam. So now it's got to retrace, it's got to consolidate before it moves up again. But when it finally moves again, with it being on Coinbase, there's going to be a lot more options to buy it. And because of that, it means that now the ceiling for where it can go is going to be much higher. Which, by the way, speaking of Coinbase, yesterday, somebody put in the chat that withdrawals and deposits on Coinbase were down. And TJ and I had reasoned afterwards what that possibly could have been. And it was true. That is what happened. It was only Ethereum and ERC20 deposits that were down yesterday on Coinbase. And the reason for that was because of the Berlin upgrade that we talked about on Ethereum. It caused some compatibility issues. We even covered that story. That's why the deposits were down. So,
Right.
What the? No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that, sir. Not going to do that, sir. I don't care if it's Max or Maxine. I can't do it, okay? I'm just a cherubim. A cherub. Is it cherubim or cherub?
Cherub.
I'm just a cherub. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby Cupid. Can't be touching no tushies. Okay, y'all? All right, so our contest is almost over. We got 5 minutes left of our contest. But let's move on to the Rothschild buy. So Rothschild investment buy buys 4.75 million in Grayscale Ethereum Trust shares. This is a big story.
Yeah.
This is big. Do you believe that the Rothschilds are behind every evil thing that's ever happened in the history of the world?
No, that's an absurd statement.
I agree also.
Probably behind several.
Well, I don't know. I just know that it's a great, like, you have, like, your levels of conspiracies, and then you got this one conspiracy. It's like, they're behind everything. I don't even know who they are, really. But, people are just always looking for somebody to blame for everything.
They're some of the richest people in the world.
Well, it's some of the oldest and richest money out there.
They control most of the central banks, and you could argue a lot of the wars that go on are incentivized by central banks and all these different things. But that's a whole other conversation. Toad, you want to?
Yeah. Well, we're not getting it on that. I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah.
But I think Baron von Rothschild was the one that said, if there's blood in the streets, buy. I think that's where that actually came from. That quote, a lot of people know.
I thought that was a Buffett quote.
No, it's not. I think it's when there is blood in the streets. Baron Rothschild, not von Rothschild. Yep. Look at that, DJ. I'm correct again. Baron Rothschild, an 18th century British nobleman and member of the Rothschild banking family, is credited with saying that the time to buy is when there's blood in the streets. He should know Rothschild made a fortune buying in the panic that followed the Battle of Waterloo against Napoleon. So he did say it. It's one of these things, like, there's so many of these quotes that get credited to the wrong people. And what happens is, like, what's the one that says, like, at first they laugh at you, and then they this, and then whatever.
Yeah.
Like, Gandhi gets quoted with that. It's not really Gandhi that ever said that. And people make memes. And once you put a quote on a meme and credit to somebody, it'll last forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so asset management firm Rothschild Investment has purchased $4.7 million worth of Ethereum via the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, according to an SEC filing. Bought an additional 8,000 shares in the Bitcoin Trust to bring its total to 38,346 shares. This is just a tweet about it here. It's a major asset firm, $1.1 billion in assets. It's the first time that the firm has invested in Ethereum. Let's look at what Ethereum is doing right now. Where is it at? 2420. Looks like it dropped back down a little bit. I think it was back 2450 a little bit ago when we were watching. So just something to keep our eye on Ethereum. But I told you guys that this is very bullish. This is very bullish for Ethereum. The open interest for Ethereum is out of control. Like, it's like 97% up over this quarter. It's absolutely insane. So let's see. Here's something to look at. A lot of people are really thinking about this EIP 1559 and the eventual move towards ETH 2.0. The billions of dollars of ETH can be burned by the end of this year. And I think that's where we get the most parabolic move. A lot of people are anticipating this. And here's the thing, guys. Okay. I tell you this over and over again. Ethereum, the gas fees do not affect the price. I'm sorry. People love this narrative. It is not true. However, the narrative around that can kind of affect the price, right? Because it's somewhat psychological. I feel like I'm wearing a backpack. But the thing is that I've told you guys before, this entire bull run is speculative. None of this has anything to do with use. None of this has anything to do with how effective Ethereum is going to be versus Cardano. And the Cardano people don't want to hear that because the Cardano people believe it's, and the Polkadot people and the Binance Coin people, they believe that it's superior technology that they have, and so their price will be higher than Ethereum by the end of this bull run. No, it's all speculative. We're investing in the potential of what these could be, down the road. And so when you look at, EIP 1559 this year coming in July, and the fact that that's going to start burning all kinds of Ethereum with those transaction fees, that is like a literal causal effect, if you will, a cause that will make, what's the word? Does anybody know what the word is? It's not causal. I just made that word up. But the cause and effect will be direct, is what I'm trying to say. Is that the cause will be you burn Ethereum. The effect will be it makes the remaining Ethereum go up. That's what burning is all about. So because of that, I think we can definitely anticipate that being the final push for Ethereum at the end of this year. And it could also potentially keep the price from dropping down lower. Now, let's check out our contest here because I think contest is over. I think that was it. It's over. Competition is ended. Let me go on I need to go on the back end here and pull up the winner. So you can give me 1 second here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our winner here. Okay. And by the way, Gleam picks this winner. I don't pick the winner. So let's see here. Finished. 2.14 giveaway. Your entry ended. All right, here we go. Winners.
I can show this, right?
Okay. I have to. Yeah. You show this. Yeah. We're going to draw the winner right here. This is going to be the winner right here. We just got to pick draw. Here we go. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for this?
Drum roll. I need sound effects.
You do need sound effects. If only we had a guy who could help us with the streaming. Oh, God. He's back there.
All right, here we go.
All right. Winner to draw. One winner. Here we go. Draw. Boom, ba-da, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Steven Jarnell.
Hooray.
Oh, look. He's from across the pond. Steven Jarnell, congratulations. You won 2.14 Ethereum. So you should receive, we have your email address right there. Watch your scammers, because your email address just got shown. So watch your scammers. You'll know it's us, I'm sure. So, and we will only ask for a public address. So if anybody messages you saying, whatever is wrong, we're going to ask you for a public address. That's it. It'll be from an @bitboycrypto.com account. So we will send you that today. So I'm very excited about that. Congratulations. Steve, you won.
Yay.
Is he in the chat still? Steve, are you in the chat?
Yeah. Say something if you are.
Say something in the chat.
What was the last name? Steve what?
Jarnell. Steve Jarnell.
Got a lot of Steves in here.
A lot of Steves. Wow. Steve's a great name, man. You got to admit it. Steve is a wonderful name. I like the name Steve. Okay. All right. So let's see. Where are we here? ETH Breaks. What is that? Here it is. Okay. Ethereum devs fix software after Berlin upgrade goes awry. So we had looked at this yesterday. I told you guys that this was really absolutely nothing to worry about, that, all this stuff will get fixed. It involved open Ethereum client nodes. So here we go. In brief, Ethereum software clients priced a certain transaction differently, and then the problem snowballed. In the early hours of, wow, look at this community. I love our community so much.
Yeah, it is great.
You guys see that? You guys
everybody's hyped for Steve.
Everybody's hyped for Steve. Like, I love that. Like, you don't see people in there oh, I'm complaining because I didn't win. Oh, woe is me, a total random draw with 12,000 people. It should have been me. But it was Steve. And our people love Steve. And I just really appreciate everybody in here being so supportive of Steve and winning 2.14 Ethereum. How much money is that? Like in dollars, if y'all care about dollars.
Like a little over $5,000.
Let's look. Yeah, I think so. I could, let's see. I want to know exactly though. 2.14, $5,100. Steven won $5,100. So, and I tell you what, BitSquad, y'all give yourselves a pat on the back for being so supportive. We got the best dang community out here.
We do.
God, it's so good. If you love being in the BitSquad, if you love that we come on here and I dress ridiculous, I show my nipple, I come out here with roses, I put a rose in my ear, maybe in my mouth, maybe on Don Flamenco. Who knows what I'm going to be next? Okay. Oh God, I hit the TV. But if you guys like that, make sure to smash the like button. How many people are watching?
19,000.
19,000. How many people liked?
8732.
Wow.
What a
Y'all
community.
are so good, man.
You guys are good. You're
God,
amazing.
I love these people.
Yeah.
God.
It's a fun stream today.
Fun stream, man. I tell you what, because I was in a really bad mood when I started. Not because of the price, but anyways. These streams always make me feel better because I come on here and I get to be ridiculous, and I love that about myself and about the BitSquad. All right, so here we go. Just 294 blocks into the Berlin hard fork, there was a consensus error with one of the software clients, Open Ethereum, and nodes weren't syncing to the blockchain. We talked all about this yesterday. What that means is that, this is the important part right here. What that means is that anyone running that client, 12% of all Ethereum nodes, essentially was unable to use the blockchain until the error was fixed.
And that's why Coinbase froze everything just to be safe.
The problem even led to an outage on Etherscan. Now, think about this, and this is what I was wondering. Do you think that this actually had a positive effect on the price
Of Ethereum?
Yeah, because people couldn't sell.
It could have.
Like if during this time, if you wanted to, let's say, send your money from Coinbase to Uniswap to sell your Ethereum for an Ethereum coin, you couldn't have done it. So Steve did not. Nikki says Steve did not stay the whole show. Steve donate 2.14 ETH on the stream. Y'all are impossible. Y'all are impossible. All right, okay, last story of the day, because I'll be honest with you, I love you guys, but I can't wait to put pants back on. So
Don't tell him you're not wearing any pants.
well, I'm wearing like
I'm just kidding.
look at that right there.
Oh boy.
Look at that. Yeah, you guys.
Let's be careful here.
I should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think? Do y'all think this is gonna get some use later?
I was gonna say maybe that's for later.
Maybe. Where's my wife at? Is she here? You into this, honey?
Wow.
You get into this?
Wow.
Ba-da-ba-da-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Oh wow, we're losing them in droves.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go. Visa, JP Morgan, and ING discuss Bitcoin, Ether, and stablecoin development. TJ, do you feel like that all of this? How much different do you feel like this is than 2017 with these big names getting involved? Like, do you think that these people are going to do the same thing when the prices drop? They're going to run away again? Or do you feel like these companies, these banks, like they're in it to win it at this point?
I think they're in it for self-preservation at this point, so they're going to collect and try to stay up at the top, and they see the writing on the wall at this point.
Yeah.
Whereas I think last cycle they were still in denial a little bit. They thought it was going to go away. Now they know it's not going away.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're not necessarily going to be positive. They're doing this out of like I said, self-preservation because they have to, not because they want to.
Well, you know what's funny though is you're saying they're in denial. I think that's really a bad way to look at it because I think denial would imply that they already knew, like on some level, it wasn't going to go away. Like I feel like a lot of people probably thought when the bubble popped, which is basically just the cycle top, when the cycle top happened in 2017 and 2018 in January. I think they thought maybe it would never come back. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
but I don't think it was denial. I think there was more like, do you think that they really like actually knew it was going to come back? Because isn't that what denial is, when you know and then you like kind of deny it?
I think it was just they just didn't want to accept it. I think it was obvious. They just didn't want to hear it, so they just looked the other way and said, "Oh, it's just going to go away." And then it came back, and they were like, "Oh, crap."
Yeah, I think so. Because I'll be honest with you. Like when the market crashed in March, I was feeling like I bought more. You know what I'm saying? Like I sold and I bought more when the market crashed. But like I even found myself saying like, "Are we wrong about this?
Are we sure?" No, me too.
There have been 2 times since I've been in. Well, actually, since I've been in crypto completely, since 2012, there are 3 times that I basically questioned whether or not this was over. Number 1 was when Mt. Gox crashed. When Mt. Gox was hacked, like I really legitimately thought crypto was over. I didn't know as much about it, obviously, as I do now, or even close to, or even have the passion or commitment for it. But when Mt. Gox was hacked, I was like, oh, well, I guess that thing ran its course. Because that was pretty much the only way to buy and sell Bitcoin back then for anyone that was like not already super, super, super deep into it. The second time was in December and January of 2019 and 2020, because it was just like, okay, wait, prices should be going up right now. They're not going up. This just may never happen. Like, we should have already been kind of starting the bull run, and it wasn't. That was a very super boring time, and I was like, maybe I'm wrong. And then when the market crashed on March 12th of, or I think it was the 12th of 2020, that was when I was like, see, it's supposed to be a currency. It's not working as a currency. It's supposed to be digital gold. It's not hedging anything. Like, what's going to happen from here? So I can understand the banks from that perspective at different times questioning it, but because if I'm questioning it, as committed as I am, I'm sure, and I don't want it to die, they probably have that kind of bias because they want it to die. So,
right.
But anyways, guys, they discussed the development. Here's the long and the short of it. Ben equals Janet Jackson. Well, TJ, you want to come be Justin Timberlake? That's not true. Okay. In 2021, it's taught us anything about digital currencies is that big banks and major payment providers are now feeling more comfortable with Bitcoin. While the CEO of PayPal and other large corporations are expressing excitement for crypto payments, salaries paid in Bitcoin, executives from JP Morgan, Visa, and ING all agree Bitcoin is still an investment vehicle rather than a currency. And of course, that's what I believe. Square and PayPal, for instance, are enabling easier ways to utilize Bitcoin, although I think Bitcoin payments remains more as a marketing play for many large corporations or large companies.
This was important here.
JPM coin is not a cryptocurrency. So this is talking about the coin of the JP Morgan private blockchain. Given the sentiment expressed by all three panelists regarding Bitcoin payments, it shouldn't come as a surprise that Farouk, who's from JP Morgan, the JPM coin is not a cryptocurrency. It's our point of view that corporations can come out and interact on the platform to perform decentralized transactions across the broader ecosystem, allowing them access to programmable money. JPM coin is not a pure cryptocurrency because, in my mind, a pure cryptocurrency is something with independent value on a public blockchain like Bitcoin or Ether.
And that's something, the JPM coin is one of the number one things that's going to make it very difficult for XRP to ever achieve its actual intended use. Yeah. Because I think JP Morgan facilitates almost 10% of all the international transactions with almost every bank all around the entire world. So the odds that this gets implemented is very high, and it just makes it very difficult and to justify the use of XRP. So this is another big reason why I think long term, like again, short term, XRP is going to pump. There's a lot of money behind it. There's a lot of hype behind it, a lot of name recognition. It'll probably hit a high price during this run, but long term, it's going to suffer.
Okay. Cage deathmatch. You get to choose who wins. Ripple versus JP Morgan.
Oh, gosh. That's brutal. I would take XRP.
Let's go! XRP Army! Let's go!
I hate JP Morgan more than I hate Ripple.
For XRP Sparta! Guys, it's been a fun stream. I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time. Actually, that's not true. I haven't been looking forward to coming out here. I'm pretty impressed with the way I look at this thing. I'll be honest with you. Wife, she likes it. And who knows? Your wife may like it too. But the thing is that, it took us a long time for Valentine's Day to get here, but we got here. Next target I'm looking at, $10,000 to $12,000 by the end of the summer. I'm not giving you an exact date for it because I just don't think that me dressing up as someone from the Department of Labor would be fun if it hits it by Labor Day. Okay. But the fact is, Ethereum got where we wanted to get. Took a little bit longer than we thought, but thank you everybody that's in this community. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. I know so many people messaged me yesterday that, that they're becoming millionaires. They're making so much money. And just remember, guys, this time of the cycle doesn't last forever. So enjoy it while it's here. We're having fun. celebrating everything. I don't mind getting up here and acting silly. I got some things I won't do, okay? There's some lines I won't cross, but I don't mind acting silly with you guys. So glad to be able to hook Steven up with 2.14 Ethereum. That's definitely pretty cool. We'll be sending that over to him later today to get an address and make that happen. So, guys, happy Valentine's Day. That's all I got. Be blessed. Big boy out.